We all played though. We played together as a cast. That was fun. We got to know one another. I played with my family before I started shooting. My nephew is a huge player, and I got to see my dad play a warrior, which is very exciting. He's 82. He's an 82-year-old warrior. He did very well. It's a game for actors, essentially.
It's a pretty explosive way to get to know each other.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I think what I liked about it, I had no experience with it at all, but it's basically like acting, but it's like improv, you know? It's like an improv, the yes and thing. It's like something happens, it's like, yeah, let's go. Let's see what happens. And to see, my family, my nephew was the only person that knew how to play, but everybody within 5 minutes, even if they didn't know what they were doing, was having a blast, because there's no way not to have a blast. And I think that's hopefully the joy that you see transferred on screen.
You know what I'll take with me is the idea that the underdog is a beautiful thing, and that even if you're a loser, if you keep trying, you just might get where you're going.
Hello, my name is Lydia, and I've never played Dungeons & Dragons, but this movie was so beautifully done that I could follow along, and I was left in tears at the end. So my question is, I do have 5 questions for Chris.
Coming for you.
Yes, but really, how did you consult? Did you consult people who had never played to make sure they would get what's going on? Because I thought it was beautifully and perfectly done.
I think that was a big part of it, was making sure that we could appeal to people who played their whole lives, but also to people that had never played before, ever. And I think that's something that you have to strive to do with a movie. We worked on Spider-Man Homecoming together as well previously, and you have to be able to make a movie that, if you don't know how it works, if you don't know how these heroes work, if you don't know how the rules work, it just could work for you as a movie, first and foremost. And I think that all comes from writing. It comes from these guys sitting down and writing characters that you fall in love with. And you just have heart, and heart first is what matters. And then you have these guys bring it to life, and you go, all right, so it's going to work for the regular folks that don't know what's going on. And maybe they'll walk away going, D&D's awesome at the end of it, which I think I do at the end of the movie.
She did. Are you going to play now?
I am.
Nice.
Okay. All right, 4 more questions. Just kidding.
I'm glad that you guys got to experience this, the greatest audience in the world. You mentioned having played D&D as a cast earlier on. On this side of the experience, to all of you, what kind of character would you play if you were playing as a group? Or would you want to be more of the DM?
No, DM, that's team
Even if I wanted to be a DM, I wouldn't admit it, because then I'd seem like an egomaniacal creature. You know what I mean? I kind of wish I were a DM, but I wouldn't.
You would be the gremlinest DM of all time.
Well, after watching Chris be a bard, I want to be a bard, because directing a movie is essentially like running a campaign, and you have to keep everybody motivated and keep all the trains running on time. And I was really, I got kind of an education from him on what that is and how to be indefatigable and unstoppable. And we wrote so much new stuff because Chris brought that to the role.
And I would be a paladin because I want to do reggae. I hear you going.
Oh, me?
I'm a producer, so I think probably fall into the rogue category, for better or for worse. But I try to be a paladin at all times. That's the aspiration.
But you have the heart of a warrior. Thank you. Absolutely. I love being a bard so much. So much. No preparation, lots of smiling. Throw me a three-string instrument, and I'll get to work.
Well, we happen to have one right here.
I think I would definitely go druid with it, just because I love nature so much. And I gotta say though, what you guys did, bro, with the tiefling / owlbear, yo, what's up with that? Is that even like a thing?
That's also
new.
It's
That's
a thing.
I don't remember remember playing and hearing that I could be one of those.
You can now.
You can now.
Change the rules. Force
Yeah, I think I'd go with that, man. That's awesome. Sick.
What about that wild magic? I take Simon's job. I think that fresh cut grass can solve any problem.
I would also be myself.
Isn't that what it's all about?
I would be probably a cleric, because that's one thing that definitely this group lacked. So, I'll take that role.
I think I'd be a druid too. I think the possibilities are endless. Sophia did it pretty bloody well.
So, Claudette and Deanna.
And I also have another question, which is something that every woman in the room wants. Could I get a photograph with Regé?
I only do that jump once, I can't save you.